Guys, the 20-gallon sump build is done. It is up and running. The 40-gallon breeder. Give you a quick overview. Not everything worked great right off the bat. Overflow box is working perfect. So you do need to put a little sponge in here, and I'm not going to take this out and explain it to you because it took me like 15 minutes to find a perfect spot. But if you don't put this sponge in here, it's really loud. So get yourself a little sponge if you make one of these and position it to make it as quiet as possible. Water's between 80 and 81 degrees, nice temperature. I did screw up on one thing back here. Gluing this in the pipe was a great idea. Everything's nice and solid. However, this needed to be glued back as far as possible this way. I had a little gap and I should have moved it because the top would not fit. The glass top would not fit. It actually hung over the edge. It is now in place because I took out the black hinge strip that comes on here, which was actually a good thing anyway because it blocked the light and would create a line. Taking that strip out actually allowed me to place the light about in the center and it'll light up the whole tank. So, yeah, just always measure 15 times and then make it once. That was a little bit of a mess up, but it worked out for the better. So, overflow box is working great. No issues at all whatsoever. Other than I was not actually able to use the two pumps I wanted to, and I'll get to that. There's the water coming in. So here's the sump. One other thing that did not work out very well was running PVC all the way down into the sump. I did do it. It was very loud. Having a straight PVC come down and then using a 45 to go down and go like that, the water crashing in there was very loud. So I went ahead and got this clear, transparent rubber plastic hose, whatever you want to call it, and that eliminated a lot of noise, just having a nice flow going down. I got my heater in there. Heater's in the first chamber there. But here's the sump, and it is working great. First chamber, you just got the water crashing in here with the heater. Then it's going through your filter floss. It's a nice, this is aerating the water a lot. Putting a lot of oxygen in there. It's going through the filter floss, and then I got layers of BioHome Ultimate Filter Media and lava rock that the water's going through. And then it goes back over into the last chamber, which is pumped back to the tank. If you'll notice, I built a little brace in there. I built that brace on the first one, then I ended up putting another one right there, and the water kind of flows over the top of that brace and drips, which is fine, no big deal. Okay, so both the original pumps I wanted to use, I was not able to use the same two. One is in there, it's 240 gallons per hour, and I found out I had another one that was only 180 gallons per hour. I used those two. When I used both 240s, it was super loud. There was so much water coming down, a lot of water flow. It was great, but it was really, really noisy. So I don't think it was too much water flow for the tank. It was just, I don't really care too much about the noise, but my wife and kids do. They're sitting out here watching a movie, so I was trying to compromise. So with the 240 and the 180, I've got 420 gallons per hour, but I'll knock off maybe 20 or 40 gallons on that. Just, I mean, they're pumping up about 4 feet up here, and I don't think it's getting a full 420, maybe like 380, 400 tops, but that's still pretty good. After building this, honestly, I think it's too big. It's freaking awesome though. It's just this mad scientist contraption thing here in my living room. And then one thing I was able to do, and I had a couple people comment about these. I don't know where to buy these. These black plastic bracket things that you run your hose on and connect to your tank, these came with a canister filter I bought. So other than that, I don't know where to get them. I just lucked out having these laying around to be able to use them. I've got my two inlets here. I've got one I've got these angled in two different areas. I've got, since they're both up in the corner up there, one is angled from there all the way down to this corner to kind of shoot fresh water all the way through, and then one is angled just coming straight across here. And there is my little electric blue Jack Dempsey. And I got him 6 rasboras to play with. Maybe I'll throw some food in here, you guys can see him eat. All right, threw in some food right here so you guys can get a little look. Yeah, so this is Lightning. My daughter named him Electric Blue Jack Dempsey. He's been in here since Monday night. And he swims up and down the glass a lot, which kind of is a sign of stress, but I don't think, doesn't seem to matter to him. Oh, there he goes. I think he's going to get some more food. And then now he's going to go back to swimming up and down the glass. He's very strange, but he's really cute. The water parameters in here are pretty pristine right now. See, he just stops and looks at the fish and then goes back. But I set up a whole lot of decorations for him, a lot of nooks and crannies and logs and pots and stuff. And he seems to be doing okay. I've actually noticed him get a tiny bit bigger in the last week, just a hair. And I put these guys in here just for him, just for some dither fish, so he's got something to mess around with. I don't really care whether these fish make it or not. They were just for him. When he gets bigger, maybe he'll eat them. I don't know. We'll find out. But I might get more and maybe some plants. I don't know. As of right now, I'm doing what I can to keep this Jack Dempsey alive, and so far he's doing really good. Oh, there he goes. I know they're really hard to, I've never had one before, and everything I hear is they can die easy, they're hard to raise. Well, we shall find out. So far, he's doing good. His colors are still good. He's swimming around, eating, very curious. I'll have to get a video of him one time when he's actually like swimming around all his decorations. But yeah, that is the Sump. It's all up and running. It's working really, really good. Just had to modify a few things, like I said. Had to take the hinge off the glass so those would fit in there. Had to put in a different pump, change the pipe from PVC to that clear stuff going to the Sump. You know, and there's always going to be maybe a couple modifications you need to make. But the fact that I was able to do all this just from sheer fabrication, pretty happy with it. It's all working good. And I don't know, I think I'm gonna get a background, maybe some more fish, maybe some plants, I'm not sure. But as of right now, I'm doing what I can for that Jack Dempsey. He is going to be, I'm gonna try to grow him out as much as I can. I've never had an electric blue, we'll see what happens. Anyway, that's it. If you guys got any questions, leave them in the comments section. Thank you for watching. If anyone's thinking about building this stuff, I hope this helps you out. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Take care out there.